So, as you can see, we're not on a mountain or in the forest or at the cabin this weekend. And the reason for that is that life simply got in the way this time. And it's perfectly fine, but at this time it wasn't possible to go all the way to the cabin and make another adventure. It's a shame, but that's just how it is. Life gets in the way, and we just have to accept it for what it is and make the best out of it. And that's the situation we find ourselves in today. And it's a pretty good situation, I think, with a nice cup of coffee, beautiful weather. And today I will talk a little bit about myself, um, yeah, the current situation, my life, and how I ended up where I am, and the future of the channel. I think it's an appropriate time to go into those topics. It's exciting topics to talk about. And I think it's important for my community to learn a bit more about who I am, what my values are, what's my goal with all of this, and what my dreams are. So it's a coffee break amongst like-minded people. Enjoy. I'm sure some of you already know. I am from Norway, and more specifically, I'm from the southeast of Norway, where I grew up and where I went to school and later worked and went to university to get proper education and to go into engineering. A little bit about myself. I've always been very active, always loved the outdoors, but when I was growing up, I was playing hockey, ice hockey, since a very young age. My dad played, and my brother played, and I played. But I continued for a longer time, and I made it my mission or my dream to go as far as I could go, to maybe one day play professionally. So my youth was um, it very much revolved around ice hockey. Naturally, I wasn't able to really explore so much of the outdoors as much as I wanted in the form of fishing or hiking or something, but I was very happy with my choices of playing hockey and following the dream for as long as I could. But anyways, I'm from Norway. I've grown up there, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in electronics engineering. That was my second passion, or my other passion. And right after graduation, I moved to Austria together with my girlfriend at the time, who is not now my fiance, who is born in Germany but raised in Austria. Yeah, it was the best decision I ever made to do that. And we lived together in Austria for almost 3 years, where we worked and I went to school, took my master's degree also in electronics engineering, and yeah, worked in the industry for those years. My fiance really wanted to try other opportunities, find other jobs around the world. She works in the video game industry, and if you are familiar with the industry, it's not a given that there's other companies even in your own country. Sometimes you have to be able to uh, pack your bags and go out on an adventure or to find opportunities. So that's what we did, and then we landed in Sweden, in Gothenburg, Sweden, which is on the southwest of Sweden, with about 3 hours to Oslo, and yeah, we've been here ever since. So that's where we are right now. We're on the west coast of Sweden, and it's beautiful here. We have the sea. We're living on the island formation around the city, or on the outskirts of the city. But yeah, we're happy here. We rent a house a bit outside the city. That's where we are now, and If you're curious where the cabin is, it's approximately, I would say, almost 6 hours drive from here. And I mean, the cabin is close to my parents' home. So when I go to the cabin, I go there and then I go to the cabin. That is a bit why we're in the situation we're in right now, where I'm not at the cabin. Because life got in the way. It got too stressful. It got too much stuff to do with work and everything. We're also two people that are traveling, so we need to keep in mind how both of us are feeling in terms of energy and everything. So and we're also very soon traveling to Austria. So that I'm bringing the camera. So I will make a video also when I'm in Austria for Easter to visit the family. But yeah. I want to talk a little bit about the future of the channel. Basically, this channel started out as a outdoor adventure channel where I'm adventuring throughout Norway and Sweden in the future. That is basically the baseline. And, the adventures will be all over. Anywhere where I feel I can go and I have time to go. It will be about adventuring, exploring, learning new things, learning bushcraft, survival skills, camping, navigating on a mountain. Basic skills that, our ancestors knew by heart and depended on for survival. It intrigues me, and nature itself intrigues me. How beautiful it is to be outside. Um, so I'd like to learn more, as much as possible. So that is basically the short-term goals of the channel. The long term is that I really want to, challenge myself more and more. I would like to take on challenges like building a cabin, building a log cabin. I think that is incredibly cool, and I've seen so many channels that do it, and I can sit here and probably name a few that I draw inspiration from, like for example Cabin River Outdoors. This guy Sean from British Columbia, Canada, doing it more or less all by himself, right? He's getting a little help here and there, of course, like you have to, but most of it's done by himself, and the way he does it in a very honest and humble way is something that I draw a lot of inspiration from. And I'm thinking for the future how cool it will be and rewarding and challenging to do something like that. And I also want to travel more, travel to other countries, other places I've never been, cultures I've never, experienced. I would also want to go to Canada and the US and explore and adventure there. Absolutely beautiful countries, which is also one thing I forgot to mention. I also lived in the US for about a year, following the dream of playing hockey during high school. I have a lot of fond memories from that place. But yeah, that's a bit about the future of the channel. And I want to continue being better or getting better at filming and editing and everything. Stay tuned for that. I can mention it now, but I also, a little bit about me. I was in 2015. I got sick with cancer, which meant I had a tumor, and I also had a spread that had to be treated with chemo because it was spreading. No radiation, thankfully, but chemo in itself was tough enough, and it's also why I'm wearing a F cancer bracelet, which I got when I ran a half marathon here in Gothenburg last year for this organization, Young Cancer. So kids with cancer, basically. Yes, so I was sick and went through surgery and chemo treatment, and I was cancer free or done with my cancer treatments um, a year later. Let's say a year later. I can't remember now, but yeah, it's also a little bit in the back of my head. I think that something unexplainable can happen. You know, we're not invincible. We don't have unlimited time. It's not like I'm in a hurry or anything. I just want to appreciate the things that I have now and continue working towards my goals, my own future, and my future together with my own family. And how I also want in the future to be an advocate for that, be an advocate for following your dreams and fighting those things, cancer or sicknesses. That being said, I was very lucky with the cancer that I got. I was very lucky with that. But I think one aspect that I always thought back on was that the doctor would give me a percentage. And that's something that I think we all take a little bit for granted. You know, we might not think about it right now, but by how things are going, you are at 100%. And then to get a percentage less than that for survival, I think is an aspect of life that very few people get to know at an early stage, right? It rather comes later, but then you're more aware, you're more understanding of how life goes. And for me, I'm in my 30s, and even though I'm young, you know, I also get challenges that I didn't have when I was younger. It's something to think about, and something that I would like to show in my videos too, that we need to learn, we need to be understanding, and understanding of others, and also understanding of ourselves and our limitations. Keep pushing, keep working hard, keep following your dreams, because nothing is guaranteed. And sorry if I'm being grim about it, but this is what you will get on my channel. Honesty, brutal honesty, and I hope you appreciate that. At the same time, I would like to wear my, I think there's a saying, you wear your heart on the outside, maybe, or heart on your sleeve. No, I don't know. But I want you to see the real me, and where I am, where I'm from, where I'm going, and the future of this channel, so you know what you're getting into.